Stay away from me.
Hey, it is. It's me. Man, I got a hella echo in my home here. You guys getting an echo out there? Welcome to Bienvenidos. Welcome to Coffee and Pipe Hits with Matches with Jesse. Is that echo? What's up, Jess? What's up, Jimbo? Y'all got an echo? I'm just going to skip this. I'm just going to trust that this microphone is working because it's bouncing back in my ear for some reason. And it's bouncing back in my eyes. I'm going to take these off. Holy shit. Man, I overslept today. Usually I wake up at 6 a.m. and start getting ready for the show. But today was extra special. So hold on, watch. Look, Bloom, we got the bird cam. There you go. See him? He's gonna do a little hanging out with you guys today. Maybe jump in the house. Maybe not jump in the house. Maybe get out the house, you little fool. All right. Jimbo's in already. I see you, player. Thanks for your time yesterday. I appreciate that, man. The bird is back. Shit, gotta get the comments off the screen. These birds are insane. You stole my peanut, you son of a bitch. Okay, give me 1 second. You gonna see me on the other camera real quick. All right, man. The next people. Shit, I am super in an empty room, kind of echo. But yeah, for those who don't know, I woke up late, so I didn't go into Flight Lounge today to do the show. My lighter's also dead. I lost my other lighter, and so I'm smoking a pot with matches. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Fuck Columbus. Columbus killed more Indians than Hitler killed Jews, but on his birthday you get sales on shoes. You know what? Okay, let's oh, good, Jim. Good to hear. Because I'm panicking, man. I had to get this all together, then I had to run to the store, and then I had to get my energy drink. I would never recommend these, but man, I'm telling you, I like them. Okay. So, first of all, thank you guys for being here. Let me remind you guys that every day's episode is brought to you by standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Standupandfightback.bigcartel. You get this cool, edgy shirt in the rape culture, like I'm wearing today. You can get, man, you should see the one I was wearing when I woke up. What's up, Evelyn? The one I woke up wearing. The one that I woke up wearing today, it said Lynch the Klan, right? But when I put it on for the show, all you could just see is the word lynch. It was just like right here. I was like, man, I'm not just going to have that message portraying through my whole episode today. So it's fucking Monday, first of all. I love Mondays. I love Mondays because whatever you do Monday, you wake up, it's like a brand new dry erase board. You're like, oh, man. And you can just make a list or... Man, I'm going to tell you guys something real quick, man. Keep your eye on the bird cam, first of all. So the other day, I went to the place inside the Matrix where the first drops of DNA are coming out. And they're unfurling like those four-headed alien-looking ferns that you find on the island, the ones that are purple. When they grow, then they unfurl, but they do like four, and then they look like alien eyes. Anyways, I went to that place the other day. This probably isn't the best. This probably isn't the... Good morning, Callie. I see you, Jim. Marty, Lynch, Columbus. Yes, I don't have that shirt, but they probably got one. So, like I just said, go to standupandfightback.bigcartel and they will plug you real nice. And if you tell them Large Marge sent you or Mission Coffee and Bong Hits, they will give you 10% off your entire order. Did I like that one? Okay. So today we're joined by two special guests. Let me get that out of the way. At like 10:18, I'm gonna have Rissa Riss come on. Rissa Riss has a baby that should be in school. She's gonna come on to help us start our Monday with some optimism and some positivity. And then like probably 10:35, I'm gonna have Angela Foster come on. We're going to talk a little bit about the destruction yesterday at the Oregon Historical Society, which was one of my favorite places in the whole city to go to. But we're also going to reconcile that. Oh, hi, Bird. Do it. Go on. Go on. Don't get what? What are you doing, man? What? Okay, how you gonna do that? His house down, just the other one. He's gonna jump back up. Now he's got two again. What's he gonna do? He's got one. Figure it out, Bird. And two. Oh, no, can't he do it? Boom, he's gone. That's why we have a bird cam right there. That was a really cool moment that we were able to capture. Hey, what's up, Erica? Oh shit! I already put you up. Maria, that bird loves you, man. You know what? I almost caught that bird slipping because don't forget, I'm also fostering 1.5 cats right now, right? And so they're like indoor, outdoor cats now because they couldn't handle being indoors. But now the cat and the birds are using the same window, but the bird had never seen the cat yet. And so when the cat came up through the window at about the same time the bird was coming up through the window, that cat has zero interest in catching a bird, right? But that bird doesn't know it. That bird is just like, what the fuck? Right? Wait till I tell you what happened. I didn't even realize until Devin showed me what had happened, but we created a whole sub-economy. We were alternative currency for a little bit, and we started we rearranged the power structure in the bird, not only bird community, but in the bird economy. So the cat comes up, the bird comes up, and the bird is just like, because up to this point, the bird thinks I'm God, right? I mean, the bird went up to a random window one day because he heard someone whisper his name, right? And then that person just started giving him a shitload of peanuts, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" He went and got his partner, and the two of them shared a deeply religious, bountiful experience. Right? There's 1,000 windows that they probably encounter in any day, but this time the veil between the two universes separated, and they were just able to go right into one. And what was into one? Two dudes just smoking pot, talking to them like, shh, 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 shh. And the birds were like, what the fuck is going on? And then I started feeling guilty. I was like, man, we are going to mess these birds up psychologically. These birds are going to turn into religious zealots, and they're not going to be able to prove it because every other time you come to this window, I'm going to be gone. So they just had this one moment. So I closed the door or the window, or the door. The window is a door, right? So I closed the window on them. And then I was like, okay, hopefully they'll just go away and go back to their life and understand what happened. Then they just started standing outside the window like they were having prayer vigils, like when those orphan kids saw The Secret of Fatima, right? When the Virgin Mary came down to the yeah, the three prophecies, right? That's what the earth just experienced. I was like the Virgin Mary. But look, watch. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Don't do it. Shit, I was late to the party. Hey, oh. Oh, man. So now we've created this whole cult of the window. And then I says to Devin, I say, what about if that bird is really a human, but the bird is just a vessel for his eyes right now? What if the bird came in the form of a human? And then this dude showed up at the door and said, hi, my name's Corbin. We didn't give any peanuts, so the bird is still there. Oh, it's right next to the camera. Okay, we're gonna do. Man, I hate everybody seeing so much of my house, but hold on. I don't know, guys. It's the best I can do. Okay, hold on. I bet I could do better. I hate it when I say that's the best I can do, knowing I can do better. Okay, this should make for a good bird experience right here. All right. Please pay no attention to the magic hat in the corner. Man, I don't have nothing in this house. Everything I have, I'm really like, I'm really like, I'm really like Tarzan up in this bitch, man. I just got a loincloth and some cracks and a magic hat and a suitcase and an air mattress and a plastic table to throw the show on. That's it. You can see from the cam. Look, on a magic hat, that's like a power speaker. Okay. Oh, what was I doing? Come back, bird. Now I got the camera all set up. We should get some real good looking bird action. Man, I'll tell you guys a funny story, man. One time I was in Selwood and I had been training and raising my birds for a couple generations, right? So the older male bird and me, we were pretty tight. You know, I was feeding his babies and shit for him. Man, we had the fattest babies in the whole community. Anyways, one day I was at the neighbor's barbecue and it was across the street and I was in their backyard and the people introduced me to this lady and they said, this is Lindsay. She's a bird master. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. Where's your bird, bird master? And she was like, well, my bird's at home in the cage. I was like, dude, that's not what a bird master does. You got to get those things just landed on your shoulder. And then everybody was like laughing at me. And I was like, watch, lady, I'm a bird master. Watch this. And we're at the neighbor's house in the neighbor's backyard. And I just started going, shh, 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 shh. And nothing happened. And then the neighbors all started laughing at me, and that girl started laughing at me, and everybody was like, this dude's high. I was probably drunk, actually, but so then I was like, well, this is embarrassing, but I'm not going to give up because I got faith in my 5 feathered friends. And so I started chirping one more time, like desperate, right? They don't speak bird, but what I was yelling to the bird was something like, shh, 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 shh. And that was like, yo, they're about to jump me over here and I need your help. And then swear to God on my grandma, my big blue jay flew right at face level, like boom, through the barbecue, swooped out of nowhere, went up and landed on the peak of the roof of the birdhouse. The bird's out. Oh shit, come on, boom. Okay, so you went from off screen one side to off screen another side. How are we gonna reconcile that, man? Look, all I can see is your tail. Get on. What are you gonna do, man? Go to my house. Yes, it's way better, Kelly. It's way better. Yes, on the YouTube feed because then you get the jokes. Facebook puts it as a delay. I think Facebook put the delay in so they can censor it. Hold on. Sorry if you can't see me. We're gonna get this right. Hey man, what you gonna do with all the peanuts? Okay, all right, I got an idea. All right, guys, stay with me real quick. Okay. Then what? Hey, watch this. There you go. Shut it. Nobody comes to my house and talks to me that way. You can see yourself out. Can you see him up in the corner chirping? All right. I think this will work really good. Okay. What you saying, Elmo? Man, I miss my finches in Hawaii so much. Oh, sorry. Man, in Hawaii, I had these finches. They were saffron finches, which means they were yellow. They had like orange on their head. Shh, come on. Shh, you can do it. Come on, man. Don't be scared, little bird. Don't be scared, little bird. Shh, you're cool. You're cool. Oh, let me get that comment off. Come on. You can do it. All right. Hey, give it up for the bird. That was outstanding. Oh, that was outstanding. Hey, yeah, Dylan was over here the other day. Vince, he said that he saw the bird fly up and drop one for the squirrel. Man, I thought that was dope. But the crows are coming. See, the crows are like, um, oh. Say hi to the people, man. Get on, Grady. Watch. He's gonna be mad. All right, come on, you bitch. All right, get it. Oh no, you went the wrong way. There you go. Oh man. All right. So check it out. Rissa Rich should be up here. Where you at? Where are you? Rissa Rich should be somewhere in the man. She's supposed to come up as a guest. Maybe she's gonna maybe she's gonna just fly through the window like everybody else did today. That would be cool. All right, hey, let me take this opportunity real quick to remind you guys that guess what? The show is still freaking sponsored by Anteaters. Anteaters. Hey kids, looking for a cuddly, environmentally friendly pest remediation solution that kill ants, termites, roaches. You can still sleep with it. Get yourself an anteater. Oh, I gotta do this, man. Man, I feel like that's the low. That's the lowest of the low. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Look, what? I see you. Do you see
Oh, they can
me?
see you here now?
Hey, got my
Hello.
headphones. You. Let me see. Hold on. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. Did you see the bird?
Yeah, I saw him come in and grab a nut. He got up. That was dope.
Yeah, man. We're gonna keep him on the sidelines for a minute, and then if he shows back up, I might just pop him in real quick.
Okay.
Hey, what's your shirt say?
My shirt says my ancestors are proud as fuck, breaking chains. Let me see. I can get my
Whoa,
camera to work.
my show. That's fucking cool.
Oh, I can't.
Hey,
Okay, there we go. My ancestors are proud as fuck. Hashtag breaking things.
Hold on. Oh, the bird's back. You know we got that 24-hour bird cam. All right, get on. Whenever I talk to animals, I always try to talk like a simple country folk. I always go,
Oh.
all right, bird. Okay. You know?
So they can understand.
Yeah, just simple talk. Like if you're talking to a Trump supporter, be like, okay, then all right, bird. Hey, I can't really see you. Tilt your head up a little bit. There you go. There you go. Oh man, I like your hair.
Thank you. This is my back to school hair.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you about. Man, look, every year parents look forward to one thing. They look forward to their kids going back to school. But you don't get to send your kid to school, right?
Yeah, every morning he comes right into the living room. He sets up his Comcast, his Chromebook or whatever, and he goes to school. He likes it. I mean, I've never really been one for, it was a societal thing, sending your kids to school, that kind of thing. But for me, it's like it's always been dirty. It's always been 8 to 10 hours of a stranger influencing your life and your child picking up their characteristics, their habits, and stuff like that. 8 hours of not being, yeah.
I tried to get my kid out of school in the 5th grade. I was like, just get out. These kids are terrible, man. These kids. I remember when I took my son to the 1st grade. I walked in and we met this other kid, and he couldn't even pronounce his own name. I ain't gonna say the kid's name because he still lives in the community, but he couldn't pronounce his own name. I was like, man, you got to get my kid out this school, out this grade, whatever. It didn't work out as well as I wanted, but man, somebody like you, being an active member of your culture, and today being Indigenous Day. When I was your kid's age, I would have went to school and learned about goddamn Columbus.
So we'll talk about that today. They spent about 28 seconds on Indigenous People Day. So they said Indigenous is where someone was there first. And that's basically all they said. They didn't say anything about how these people lived, their culture, what they created, what they made, their talents, their arts. They think about their native foods, their language. They didn't say anything about their native homes. They didn't say anything about why it went from Columbus Day to Indigenous Day. They didn't say anything why it went back to Indigenous Day. They didn't say anything about Columbia taking land or it being false history. All they said was Indigenous means it's someone that was here first. And that's the shit. I don't need my kid absorbing 8 hours of the day. It's like white people lying to white people, they lying to everybody else. Stop lying about shit. It's not that hard to tell a kid basic truth. Kids understand everything. My son understand right now. He went and told his auntie, Donald Trump has coronavirus. Like, and then he's like, I saw a lady take her smoky thing out, put it on the ground, and then pick it back up and put it in her mouth. I think she's got coronavirus. Why would she do that? She's going to get coronavirus. Like, my son understands hand to foot to mouth disease. So I think he can understand saying that this person stole something from this person and they lied about it for a very long time. And now people are finally saying, no, this is their stuff and we need to be truthful and honest about it. Kids can understand that. They've had things taken away from them where they had to say, no, that's mine. That was mine first. I got that from such and such. So if they know how to explain what they've received from somebody else, they can definitely understand someone articulating to them that something was stolen and finally give it back to those people.
Man, you trying to show me up? What are you drinking right there? Got tea bags hanging out your vodka?
This is my turmeric tea. I got a double bag turmeric tea of with a little bit of almond milk in it. This is in my Rissa Riss Beer Fest 2020 mug, custom beer mug.
Look, that bird is trying to steal the show. He's like, I heard you.
And if you don't drink beer, you can always drink.
Hey, we would get along really good at that bar in
Milwaukee. Trying to silence a black woman's voice.
Hey, they got that bar in Milwaukee that serves drinks and peanuts at the table. And after you eat a peanut, you just throw it on the ground. And then a bunch of rednecks come in and then
Oh,
they just
Roadhouse.
walk all over the peanuts. And then they're just all cool. It's right there when you
Like
first get in
Roadhouse Grill.
Milwaukee. River Roadhouse. No,
Yep, that's where we
Roadhouse
go to.
something. Yeah, with the peanuts on
Roadhouse
the
Grill.
floor. You ever been there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was there, and it's straight up redneck land. I love it.
Yeah. But we can bring the bird there with us.
Oh yeah. Y'all sit right
Hold on,
here.
your arms in front of the camera now. What are you doing?
Oh, I had to reach over to my rolling tray and grab some. I don't do bongs because bong water always spills in my house.
Look, man, I'm smoking with matches this morning.
I know.
Hey,
I was like,
luckily
damn,
I had the matches. I was like,
I gotta
what
get
am I
you.
going to do? I'm absolutely screwed. I'm just going to
You
have to
gotta
hit
go.
the pin all day.
You gotta go to Walmart and get you a 5-pack of Bix, bro.
I know. But you know what? I had these Karen saved these for me from when we were supposed to eat these so the mosquitoes wouldn't eat us when we got to Florida. But
Oh,
they
really?
said if you eat match heads a couple times a day before you go, then the mosquitoes will leave you alone because you have too much sulfur in your blood. I don't know if it's true, but I'll do anything to not get eaten by a mosquito. But usually I don't do anything and then I'll just get eaten by mosquitoes.
Man, I would try a whole lot of shit. I would try some non-ingestible shit first, like sprays or maybe some vinegar on your body.
Man, you
Anything
better not
besides
tell me essential oils.
anything besides anything besides ingesting sulfur. Even drinks, even maybe put some sulfur shampoo on your body. Like sulfur 8. Sulfur
Man, you
8.
could just eat some match heads. It ain't gonna do. Hey, but your fart might explode if you farted.
That would be funny.
Hey, I'm gonna let you get out of here. Go smoke that, okay? I love you.
Love you too. Oh yeah, by the way, check out Black Forte. B
Oh
L
yeah, I
A
was just
E
gonna say,
C.
please. Hold on, man. Let me put that up on a banner. I'm sorry, I was just gonna ask you too. It's BLACKFORTA or TE. This right here. Up the
TE.
bird back. Yeah, like that,
Oh, it's
right?
BLAEC. It's
EC. Oh,
BLAEC.
I ain't got that. Man, I ain't got that.
It's
Hold
the
on.
it's the Germanic
BLAEC.
spelling.
Yeah. I'm dumb. BLAEC. I ain't got that cool little thing. There we go. Let's
Oh yeah,
fix
you just gotta hold it. Yep, that's
that.
perfect. Yep.
Almost. If an idiot I would have put a space in the middle. Okay,
You're
go to
good.
Black Forte, get that shirt. I got another shirt that I got that says "We are not our forefathers," which I love, and I just got it cleaned. Karen folded all my clothes in my suitcase, and now I'm ready to skip town. Now I'm trying to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
You
that's
ever been
dope.
to the Grand
Hashtags.
Canyon?
Nope.
Man, I need
Dismantle
to steal
racist.
a donkey. Hey, I know they got some hidden caves in there, and I ain't got nothing else to do. What am I gonna do? Sit here and get rained on? Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I love you. That was Black Forte. You can get the shirts that Risk got. You can get them all before she starts coughing too much. Okay, that's that. Get that shirt. I got the dope shirt. I'm echoing again. It's chaotic in here. It's chaotic with the bird. I'm the bird's back. I feel like he's still in the whole show. Okay. You know what? That bird is not once pooped in here. He knows, man. You don't go just showing up pooping in places if they're giving you food, right? You don't do that at a restaurant. You don't do that at a food bank. Boom. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Man, I should bring my own donkey. How am I gonna get a donkey? I always thought Flash would always be here with me to do all these things, man. Chase monkeys and kayak with the. Oh, he's gonna try the twofer. It's Joey Peanut. Oh, he's happy with the one. He's no Kobayashi. Kobayashi. Didn't think that was that good of a joke. anyways, okay. So, so check this out, man. Hold on. I got. So some shit went down last night. Some revolutionary shit. I'm trying to get the full story on what exactly happened. This show's gonna take a decidedly different turn for probably the rest of the show. Angela is gonna come. Angela Foster is going to come and share with us some stories from a long time ago and some stories from some shit that just happened. And it all takes place in Oregon, and it's all related. Oh, thank you, Sarah. What a nice thing to say. He bit a cop, though. And he bit 2 mailmen, too. But yeah, I expected when I was doing these things that I would have Flash with me. So that way, we could jump. Because remember, Flash had the big false eye on his butt so we could swim in water that had piranhas and Oscars and other predatory fish. And they wouldn't know which side to attack him from, right? Because he's got the black spot on his eye and the black spot on his butt. So in murky waters, the fish is like, what's going on? Can't really tell. Probably just going to pass that up and pick somebody else. Because one thing for sure, nature is lazy. Nature will always take the easiest route possible. Okay, what are we doing? Hanging out, waiting for Angela to pop up, I bet. I guess we should maybe dive into some news real quick. I guess we could do that. Let me remind you guys that what I'm going to bring up right now is brought to you by Fuck 12 News, Firster, Liver, Localer, Fuck 12 News. And remember, when I bring this shit up, this is my news, not your news, because your news sucks. And Google aggregates my news for me. So we'll bang through these top headlines that everybody gets. Oh, man, this is the big one right here. Let's do it. Boosh, boosh. All right. Where am I at? Sorry. There's a lot of buttons around here. Amy Coney Barrett went to my all-girls high school. I hope she's not confirmed. Okay, the last thing that I give a shit about is what some girl thought about another girl in high school. I'm just going to say that. Schumer says Democrats won't give GOP quorum to advance Barrett nomination. This is a really bad one, man. Like, can we bird cam it, damn it? Hold on. Yeah, bird cam. Let's isolate the bird cam. Boom. What's up, player? Where's your partner? Dang on. All right, let's get back to where we were. Oh shit, screw that. Look, Angela's here.
Hi,
Angela. Let me put the headphones back in so I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I like your braids.
Thanks. I had them from last night. I didn't get to fix them. I slept in them.
What's up with your earrings?
My cousin made these, I'm pretty sure.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
What are they? Abalone?
They're beaded. It's
like abalone beads or something?
No, it's
they're like
just like a diamond in there. Oh, where's the?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Wow, that's dope.
Very like gaudy native jewelry.
Oh, here comes the bird again. Dang it! Sorry that we got to share the show with this stinking bird, but.
Can the bird see us?
the bird can actually see us on the screen. As a matter of fact. Wow. Yeah.
That's cool. I feel like Bernie right now.
That's better than feeling like Mike Pence. Okay, let me kick him.
Oh yeah.
Let me kick him off for a minute. Boom. Okay, now it's just you and me. Happy Indigenous Day.
Thank you. Happy Indigenous Day.
I don't want to trivialize it, but when I grew up, I was always like, why don't they make movies about superheroes? And then they finally started making movies about superheroes, right? And then I was like, wow, this is the perfect world that could have been here the whole time. And that's how I feel about like Indigenous Day and the recent reemergence of the appreciation of the First Nation cultures, which is weird because a lot of times stuff is faddish and you want it to be sustainable, right? So it has to continue to build momentum. Let's do two things. What was it like as a little girl not having, okay, let me rephrase this. What was it like as a little girl having Columbus Day versus what it's like knowing that your daughters have Indigenous Day?
I mean, it never really. I went to white schools. You know, I was raised in public education, so honestly, it never really occurred to me that it was a problem. Because that was what I was taught, that it was. This is what happened, and I mean,
okay, let me be a little more specific though.
That Columbus Day was a hurtful thing didn't occur to me when I was a child.
Right, but the depiction,
teach it. Because of the way that they teach Columbus's story, that he's a good guy and that he came here, and you know, like
because the natives were dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of my favorite stories is that they all traded for trinkets, right? They would give us the finest stuff for trinkets. That's so perfect of an example of white-centered thinking, right? Because the natives in the jungle, they're just grabbing a parrot off the tree. Oh, I'll trade you this for something that absolutely doesn't even exist on my island or in my land, right? And so they were thinking that the Spanish people were stupid because they were giving them cool treasures, hats and stuff. Like, wow, that's a great hat. And the guy's like, I traded a monkey for a hat. And the natives like, I didn't even own that monkey. What an idiot. But we're taught that the Spaniards were the crafty ones. Oh shit, y'all just missed the cat. Go right through the window. Watch. This is about to become a cat cam.
Well, and I feel like they kind of just took advantage of our tradition, because that was like traditional for us to give. That's just what we do, you know, like we have things called giveaways still that I've been raised with, where you literally, everybody brings free stuff and like say you're getting your name giving. So like for my name giving and both my daughter's name givings, my family had to gather blankets and all kinds of things, pots and pans, free, like brand new pots and pans, and just like all kinds of candy and food and all kinds of stuff. And we laid them out in front of my daughter for her to get her name. And people come and take the stuff for free. And we'll have like whole blankets and shawls and, you know, just anything really, commodities that we give away for free to get the name. And so it's really, that's just our culture. That's just something that we were raised to do. Like my mom told me a story one time of.
Oh, before you start that, what name did she get?
My name is Huchayat, and it means.
Is that Jewish?
It means woman. No, it's Sahaptin. But it's actually kind of hard to remember, to be honest, because so the names that were given are sometimes from other tribes. And so like my daughter has, my oldest daughter has Old Chief Joseph's full-blooded sister's name, Indian name, because we're a descendant of Old Chief Joseph's full-blooded sister. And so when my daughter was being born, my mom actually came from my great aunt passing away. Like she was at the hospital with my great aunt. she passed away, and my mom came directly from the hospital to the hospital to watch my daughter be born. And so we got my daughter's Indian name because of that. And so Tanustamai is her Indian name, but I don't know what it means. Yeah. And then, oh gosh, what was Mira's Indian name? Do you remember? Oh, I can't remember. My daughter remembers Amira's Indian name, but I can't remember my youngest Indian name right now off the top of my head. But yeah, because there's so many just different Indian names, you know, and it's really hard to keep track of because you'll have the same Indian name as someone like one of your ancestors. And so it's, yeah, it confuses me a little bit. And sometimes I don't know what it means, but I've been told mine means woman. And
but it's super important to keep that tradition going.
Yeah, definitely. And so that's definitely what we're still doing in our culture in Warm Springs anyways. And we don't even live on the reservation. We go back there like pretty often, but
you guys are doing missions there, right? Well,
yeah.
Not missions like missionaries. Sorry, no. I guess I could have picked better words, but you guys have operations going on.
Yeah,
to Warm Springs, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that real quick.
So we have gone to Warm Springs one time. We gathered a bunch of stuff. We drove it ourselves in two cars, a van and a like big Suburban. And the second time we actually got some pretty good donations, which was really awesome, even from a business of one of our friends' parents. So that was awesome. And the first time that we were there, we met the Central Oregon Peacekeepers, which I believe.
Yeah, that's my dude, Luke.
There we go. Someone just called my phone. That's what happened.
Oh, I was like, oh, what am I doing wrong now?
No. So
that was anxiety.
Yeah. So when we met the Central Oregon Peacekeepers, we got their contact information. They said they were going to be in town in a couple weeks. And so we started gathering supplies and we met up with them that last, I think it was like 3 weekends ago. The last weekend in September, and loaded up the entire truck. It was a huge, it's an international vehicle, which I know because my parents were in an international club. So I was really excited about it, but it's a huge, military style truck. Okay. And we filled that. We actually had to unpack and repack because we had so much stuff that we had to try and fit in there. So that was a full success. I already have more supplies in the garage. My Mario has supplies in his garage, pots and stuff. Ashanti has been gathering supplies left and right. And so we already pretty much are ready to do another run. But like I told you guys in our group message, that we need to do a run to Simnasho, which is where a lot of my family lives, which is just, I think it's west of Warm Springs. It's closer to Portland than Warm Springs. Yeah, and so it's
that area that's crazy. That's crazy desert area over there.
Yeah, so if you turn left where that Kanita sign is off 26 and drive just a few miles down that road, there's a little town, and that's Simnasho. Yeah. And that's basically where I grew up a lot of the time. I crawled under the cattle guards there when I was
Hold on. I know that town. That's that's like a res town full of white people.
No.
Right?
No, they're not white.
After you go past Timothy Lake and then you take that left?
That's where the elders lived. My coupla grew up in that,
there's one store there?
Houses there. And then her sister owned the house next to it. And her other two sisters owned the houses next to them. And it's where the Longhouse is right there. And there's a gas station.
Is there a store with the gas station?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I went up in there one time and some redneck dudes were real harassive to me.
Weird.
Yeah, that little town is crazy. I always wondered about that little town.
I mean,
because it's just a small chunk. It's totally res. It's totally res.
Because people drive through there to get to Kanita.
Yeah.
So that.
Yeah, it's the back roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why. They were
glad you told me that, because I always just considered it a res town full of mean white people.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. Like my family lives there. I could tell you, like, I've been in almost every one of those houses. I could tell you, like, who lives there pretty much.
No way. That's
Yeah.
so dope. Okay. Hey, I got, how much time you got left?
I mean,
I got 3 stories I want to hear from you.
Yeah.
You got
I
like 10 more minutes?
Stuff up at noon. So
We'll try it. You got 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us what you're going to tell us about your mom real quick before I interrupt her.
What were we talking about? Because that was just like a side. It was just a side story. It wasn't even like.
Okay. Well, I want to hear the one about your grandpa then. The one I read on the internet.
Okay, well, the one about my great grandpa, I actually didn't even know about until recently, actually, because my mom didn't tell it. So my mom so her job is culture keeper for NARA, Native American Rehabilitation Association, and she's worked for NARA for a pretty long time, actually. So what she's always done, I think even before she worked for NARA, sorry, this is just a little background to my mom, I guess, first. So I used to go with her all the time.
Just do it fast. We only got 10 minutes.
Yeah. So I
want to talk about the Historical Society too.
Okay. So I used to go with her all the time she would do, Native food displays, like traditional food displays, and she would talk about these stories. So I've heard these stories over and over and over again because growing up, my mom would just go to different places like jails. She's gone to like so many different jails and schools, and she has her own like groups, and just all the time I would hear her because I would always go with her to listen to these stories. So it's weird that I didn't hear this story until this year. I think maybe because it's so graphic, but so this is a newer story for me. So if I mess it up a little bit, I'm sorry. But so my mom told me that my great grandfather was a leader of the Longhouse. And so the Longhouse does what we call washat service. And washat service is basically our Sunday services. It's our worship. So like, Catholics, Christians, washats is what we were, or what we practiced. And so they were not allowed to practice in this time. It was against the law because it was part of the whitewashing of Native Americans that they wanted to do. They didn't want us to practice our culture. They didn't want us to speak our language. They wanted us to be in boarding schools to learn the white ways and basically to be white.
Oh, there we go.
I'm really popular, apparently. My phone is going off.
You are really popular. We'll deal with it.
What happened to my camera.
I don't either.
Back?
Well, we'll take this opportunity while you're figuring that out. You could just back out maybe, and then just click that link again, pop back up. So Big Chris, shout out to the 5 radio show, the FM show. Big Chris says his 3 daughters are all Cokewell from the Coos Bay, Coquille from the Coos Bay area. I was blessed to live on the coast for 5 years, a few miles from the res, when my oldest was between 7 and 12. I want so badly for my youngest daughter to be nearer to their tribe, but we travel there as often as possible on everything. I'm gonna get back one day. Yo, that's good. I always say the same story every time, but a lady at Standing Rock told me a lot of people worry about what percentage of Native you have in you, and she told me that if you have even 1% of Native blood in your DNA, then you should cherish that because it's the most magical 1% that you could have. And I don't have any of that, so I'm not just home teaming it. But I'll always remember what that lady said and how important that is to hold on to. So, Chris, I appreciate the fact that you want to make that important to your daughters. Boom. Okay, Angela. So your grandpa, you guys were the Washam. Oops. It's okay. It's okay.
Apparently, the thing is to just keep calling until someone answers. There's no such thing as voicemail anymore.
No, man.
Yeah.
Yo, put them on blast. Who's calling you?
It is my daughter's school.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're
Be
calling.
like, look, you
I
whitewashers.
pick up supplies. It's not that big of a deal. It's like art supplies. Like, it's fine, you guys. I will get the art supplies. Okay, so my mom told me the story just to like recap really quick. My mom told me the story just recently. My great grandfather was the leader of our tribe, of our Washat service, which is our Sunday service. It's what we practice for our religion on Sundays. And back then we weren't allowed to practice because it was basically when we were being whitewashed, and the boarding schools, they were putting us into boarding schools and basically saying we weren't allowed to speak our language and we weren't allowed to practice our traditions. So the superintendent found out that we were practicing our traditions, and he sent the tribal police, which were actually native police. He sent the tribal police to come and cut up our drums. So when they got to the longhouse, they cut up our drums and they roped my great grandfather. Sorry, four greats. I'm just gonna say four greats grandfather or grandfather. So they roped him around the chest, and they dragged him behind horse all the way from Canida. What is Canida now, and all the way to Warm Springs, where the jail was. And when my mom was telling me the story, I cried. I was crying because this is, and having it be the first time, it was really intense. So the people followed helplessly because there was nothing they could do. When he got to the jail, he was basically raw to the bone on his shoulders. They still brought him into the jail, cut his braid off, and our hair is sacred. It was a huge thing for them to do that. And so they cut his braid off and they threw him in the cellar. And my mom said that when she was telling me the story, that my aunt always likes to say this part of the story, but that there was rattlesnakes and scorpions, and none of them touched him in this cellar. And he continued to do the Washat service actually from the cellar, and the people stood outside and prayed with him. And basically, when you sing the prayer songs, you sing and then you go "I," and you raise your hand like this, and then that's basically like saying amen. And so the people would do that outside after he would sing the prayer songs. They would go "I," and so he survived. And when he was released, he actually was banned from the reservation that he was the leader of. And so he retreated to what is called Priest Falls, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it was just by coincidence it was called that. There he met a Catholic priest, and the priest decided, or had the idea, he heard his story and had the idea. He said, "I'll build a church right next to your longhouse, and when I do that, they won't be able to bother you." And that's exactly what they did. They went to Canida, right by Canida, and built a new longhouse. And they built that church, the Catholic church, right next to it. And the priest did his practices there, and then the people were never bothered by the officers after that.
Are they still there?
No, the longhouse isn't there anymore. It's a corral now. Yeah. I don't know when that happened. It probably just like burned down or just didn't last, you know. There's lots of buildings like that on the reservation that just, yeah.
Okay, well, I know the school is going to call you again any minute.
Well, they actually left a voicemail, so.
Oh, it's the end of the show anyways. Thank you so much. Where's Nick at? Where's Nick?
It's right there.
Okay. Flip him off for us.
I can't. I just wanted to, like, how can I showed him a heart.
Oh, that works the same. I just
right.
That's just my first reaction is to flip them off. Okay, well, we love you guys. Thanks for coming on.
Love you. Happy Indigenous Day.
If people want to help donate to the trip, how can they plug in?
My Venmo is basically just where I've been taking donations, or if you get a hold of me on my Facebook is public. So you can just shoot me a message on there, or just even post on my wall that you have donations. Or a lot of times I'll post the information. So if you scroll back on my timeline, you'll see our previous trips and the things that we've taken, and the things that help basically. So if you have supplies, you can even just comment on one of those posts and I can organize a meetup.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been great, guys. It's been fun. In fact, it's been all right.
Subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. If you're a peaceful protester, we are asking you to leave. This is the Portland Police Bureau. We have heard your chants stating the crowd is wanting to enter the property and burn down Southeast Precinct. You are subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. We are also aware of your request to call for additional reinforcements.
What happened at the exact moment I started peeing and said, I'm the king of this jungle. You'll respect me, monkeys? Then what happened?
We saw monkeys.
All right, 5,000 G's.
Pull up in motorcade. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.